In a world where we are constantly seeking connections, there are moments when someone enters your life who shifts your perspective entirely. Their energy, their presence will leave a lasting imprint on your heart. You'll never look at the world the same way again. Have you ever met someone whose words seem to speak directly to your soul? It's like they've known you forever, and in their eyes, you discover a version of yourself you never knew existed. Sometimes it's not the grand gestures that change us. It's the quiet moments with someone who sees us for who we truly are. Those moments, though fleeting, can transform the course of our lives. There are people who come into our lives not by chance, but by design. They are the messengers who carry lessons that we weren't ready to hear until the right time. After meeting them, everything changes. In every heart, there is a story waiting to be heard. And sometimes the right person enters your life and understands it without you needing to say a word. It's as if they've known you long before you met. Life has a funny way of guiding us to the people who will shape our futures. When you meet that one person, it's as if the universe conspires to ensure that you both become the people you were always meant to be. There are moments in life where meeting someone changes everything you thought you knew. It's like discovering a secret about yourself you never knew existed. And once you do, you can never forget it. When you meet someone who resonates with your deepest desires, your soul awakens to possibilities you never dreamed of. You are no longer the same person you were before. Some encounters feel predestined. They feel like your soul has waited lifetimes to find the one who will light the path forward. And once they do, you can't help but feel like the best part of you is finally alive. Meeting the right person has the power to ignite a spark inside of you that will burn brighter than anything you've ever felt. The fire they start within you will never be extinguished. You can go through life thinking you've experienced everything, only to meet someone who opens your eyes to an entirely new way of seeing the world. Their presence is like a shift in the universe, one that leaves you forever changed. Some people enter your life and teach you lessons that can only be learned through their love and guidance. After meeting them, you realize that life's true meaning was always hidden in the moments you shared together. It only takes one person to make you believe in magic again, to see the beauty in every moment, and to feel alive in a way you never thought possible. That's the power of the right connection. There are moments when a person walks into your life and it's as if time stops. You feel an unspoken understanding that shifts your entire existence, leaving you with a sense of peace you never knew you needed. Some people are brought into our lives to challenge the way we think, the way we love, and the way we exist in the world. After meeting them, we find ourselves growing in ways we hadn't imagined. There are souls who cross our paths and awaken parts of us that we thought were lost. They make us remember who we truly are, and in their presence, we become more ourselves than we ever were before. When you meet someone who mirrors the best version of yourself, everything begins to fall into place. You start to realize the potential within you, and in them, you see the reflection of everything you can become. Life has a way of introducing us to people who make us feel more alive, more connected, more understood. The right person can remind you of who you really are and what you're truly capable of. There are people who walk into your life and fill the spaces you never knew were empty. With their love, their wisdom, their kindness, they turn your world upside down and in the best way possible. Meeting the right person can feel like coming home after a long journey. You finally understand that everything that has happened before has led you to this moment, this connection. Sometimes the person you need to meet is not one you expect. They show up in your life when you're ready to become the person you were always meant to be. And in doing so, they lead you to your true purpose. There's something about the way certain people make you feel like you're finally seen. It's like they understand your heart even when you can't put it into words. And in that understand, you find freedom. The right person can make you feel like you're no longer a stranger to yourself. They reflect back to you the parts of your soul you've been hiding, and in doing so, help you embrace your true self. When someone walks into your life with the power to change your perspective, everything shifts. It's like waking up from a dream, seeing the world clearly for the first time, and realizing the possibilities are endless. Some connections feel like they've been waiting for you, even before you were born. When you meet that person, it's as if the universe finally aligned to bring you to where you belong. People come into our lives for a reason, and some are meant to leave an imprint on our hearts forever. Once they do, you'll never forget the way they made you feel, the way they made you see the world differently. There's a certain kind of magic that happens when you meet someone who makes you feel like you can take on the world. They unlock parts of you that were dormant, helping you step into your own power. Sometimes, the most profound changes happen when we meet the people who challenge us in ways we never expected. They push us to become the best versions of ourselves, even when we think we're already enough. Every person we meet has the potential to change our lives in ways we can't foresee. When someone enters your world and awakens something deep inside of you, nothing will ever be the same again. There are souls that enter our lives and remind us of the magic that exists in the world. Meeting them changes the way we see ourselves, the way we love, and the way we experience life. When someone enters your life and makes you feel like you've finally found home, everything changes. You begin to see the world through new eyes, and suddenly everything feels possible. There's a quiet strength in the people who enter our lives at just the right moment. They challenge us to rise above our fears, and in doing so, they help us discover the courage we never knew we had. Some people come into our lives to remind us of what we've been missing. They show us the beauty of the world through their eyes, and once we see it, we can never go back to the way things were before. When the right person crosses your path, it feels like the universe has conspired in your favor. They unlock parts of you that were always there, waiting to be discovered, and in doing so, they help you become who you were always meant to be. There are moments in life when the universe sends us someone to awaken us to the truth of who we are. Their presence, their love, changes everything about how we see ourselves and the world around us. Some connections are so deep, they make us question everything we thought we knew. After meeting someone like that, we realize we've only just begun to scratch the surface of who we are meant to be. There are moments in life when you meet someone who will completely shift your perspective. Their energy is magnetic, and the impact they leave on your heart is undeniable. You'll never be the same after meeting them. The people who are meant to change our lives often come when we least expect them. They appear in our lives, and suddenly everything we thought we knew is turned upside down, revealing a new way of living. There's a beauty in the way some people make you feel like you've finally found your purpose. Their presence in your life reminds you of the things you were always meant to do, and they inspire you to be more than you ever thought possible. Meeting someone who truly understands you can feel like waking up from a long, deep sleep. You begin to see yourself in a new light, and in their presence, you realize the limitless potential within you. When the right person walks into your life, you feel like you've just discovered a missing piece of yourself. In their eyes, you see the reflection of everything you've always wanted to be. Some connections are so deep, they feel like a reunion of souls. When you meet that person, everything aligns, and you realize that your entire journey has been leading you to this moment. There are people whose words stick with you long after they've spoken them. They plant seeds of change in your heart that begin to grow and blossom, shaping the person you are meant to become. Meeting someone who truly sees you is a gift beyond measure. In their eyes, you are understood, accepted, and loved in ways you never knew were possible. And that's the moment everything begins to change. Sometimes the people we meet are the ones who awaken our soul to its true purpose. They ignite a spark within us, reminding us of our power, our worth, and everything we are capable of. There are connections that run so deep, you feel like you've known someone for lifetimes. Meeting them doesn't just change the way you see the world, it changes the way you see yourself. Some people are meant to walk into your life to make you believe in the impossible. They challenge everything you think you know, and in doing so, they help you unlock the most extraordinary version of yourself. When someone enters your life and challenges you to grow, they become more than just a person. They become a catalyst for change, a force that pushes you toward becoming the best version of yourself.